Hey there, this is Andrew. I play Levy on the Adventure with Advantage podcast. Thanks for listening.
On that note, we can get started. Welcome back, everybody, to Adventure with Advantage, session 47. I had to check because I forgot which one, but
we're getting up
session
there.
47. Yeah, we're getting up there, dude.
Can I just say that the cat being behind Ian makes it seem like Ian has a tail?
He doesn't.
Oh,
he doesn't have a tail?
he's sitting on my lap right now, so I don't know if anyone can see him.
You have to stand
No,
up
we
or hold him
can't.
up. We can't see. You need to
Come on,
stand
catty
up
hacks.
so it's
There you go.
more crotch level. There we go.
Oh my
What's
god,
his
he's so
name?
cute. He's like, I was comfy, instantly unhappy. Yep, and now he's gone.
What's his name?
That's Jax, Jax, short for Ajax, apparently.
All right.
Like the
And-
cleaning powder, Ajax?
It was named
God,
after
stronger
Clean-
than oh yeah, stronger than Greece.
Powder or is it a Roman character?
Well,
Ajax?
no, Ajax is
hero?
Greek.
Greek.
Yeah.
And no, the joke was Ajax was a soldier stronger than all of Greece. So Ajax is stronger than Greece. So the Ajax soap is stronger than
Is that
Greece.
why it's called Ajax?
No,
I think so.
No
Otherwise,
way.
it's just too
Let me save you.
coincidental.
let me just save you. Just say it's named after the soccer team.
Why is it
No,
that'd
be even
called
worse.
Ajax?
No, I would never name a cat after a soccer team.
Love soccer.
I like to play it. I hate to watch it.
Oh my god, that's the first.
I-
It says there's no official reason why they named it Ajax, but it's entirely possible that they named it after the mythological figure who was a mighty warrior who cleaned up in battle.
Yeah,
You need to know
that's stronger
assistance
than Greece.
from the gods, implying that Ajax cleanser is capable of cleaning up the house without assistance
wow.
from other projects.
No, he's called Ajax because when my brother and I were first starting gaming, we had different gamer names, and mine was like Arcantos, and my brother's was Ajax. So my sister named like a rat after Arcantos, and that cat after Ajax, but just named him Jax for short.
What happened to the rat?
Lived
Cat
for
ate
like
him.
3 times the normal lifespan and then died.
Nice.
Every
That's
animal
impressive.
my sister gets lives for way longer than they're like ever supposed to.
You need to be around her more.
Yeah.
No, the opposite.
All right.
All right, let's go. I'm sorry to derail
No,
us,
man,
guys.
it's all good. So the
We're all-
Ajax thing was very interesting to me. All right. Well, allow me to give the post or the last game summary. So previously, the party stopped in Hilltopple on their way to the Greywood logging camp. While in Hilltopple, they watched as a street performer summoned 3 demons. The party sprung into action and defeated the demons with the aid of a halfling named Everly. The wizard claimed that he did not intend to summon the demons. Feeling curious, the party joined Everly as they investigated the matter. Eventually, they discovered that the scroll had been bought from Odil's Oddities, but Odil had purchased it from a halfling named Abner. The party visited Abner, who was quite nervous, but they convinced him to let them in. Abner explained that his grandfather had passed away recently, and while he was cleaning out his things, he came across a chest with some odd items, one of which was a scroll. He lied about what the scroll could do and sold it to Odell. Levy offered to identify the items, and Abner happily ran to retrieve them. On his way back, he tripped, causing his nose to bleed. With his bloody hand, he grabbed the ruby amulet, which activated and teleported the party somewhere. The party was able to deduce that they were somehow inside the amulet and were currently within a labyrinth of sorts. As they explored, they eventually discovered that a large demon was stalking the labyrinth. Eventually, the demon, a Garistro, found them and attacked. Elamir was immediately knocked unconscious as the rest of the party fled, but not before Casimir healed Elamir. As the party ran from the Garistro, Elamir made his way through the labyrinth. He was eventually contacted by something that claimed it wished to leave the labyrinth as well, and they could help each other. It said its name was McCall, and he was a prisoner of the Garistro named Seath-Ka. Elamir informed the party via their rings, and they all decided to assist McCall. They made their way to where he was located, with Seath-Ka hot on their heels. Finally, they found McCall and discovered he was in fact a horned devil. Being cornered by Seath-Ka, the party decided to free McCall and hope that he was not lying. Finally, changed, McCall charged at Seath-Ka as the party, and McCall dueled the massive demon. Steelscar desperately threw holy water at the demon and miraculously killed it. With Seath-Ka dead, the portal to leave the labyrinth was open. McCall thanked the party for their assistance as he summoned a portal and left. The party made their way through the portal, finding themselves back in Abner's home. So picking up, you guys have left the labyrinth behind you. Some of you are like laying on the ground. Some of you are just scattered about his room on a couch or something, but you are back in Abner's home, out of the labyrinth, away from the demons. What would you guys like to do?
Yell at Abner. Do not touch anything.
As he's going to grab the amulet.
Abner, no, don't. Sit.
Go leave him inside of it.
Sit down. Sit down. You sit.
Go sit over here?
Yes. On the chair that had the wood chair. It has to be wood.
That's probably for the best. Oh, okay. And he goes and sits down.
I look at Abner. I look at Abner, and then I look at the rest of the party, and I'm like, well, Steelscar's got to look like crap, almost dead. I look at Abner like, I know one way you can make this up for now. Drinks on you. Definitely on you.
Everly sees that you look hurt, Steelscar, and she walks up and she's kind of like, here, come here, let me help you. She's kind of like motioning for you to stoop down to her level.
I guess I stoop down to her level. I kneel. I bend a knee.
Right. Is your helmet on?
No, not at the moment. I took it off, yeah.
She just kind of smacks your cheek a few times. Say, buck up, boy, we're done.
Can I take the rest of the items and identify them?
Sure. So they were still scattered on the ground from when he tripped. There are 2 scrolls, the amulet, and then a book.
Okay. How many spell slots do I have? Let's see if I can just... Okay, I got 2 first level spell slots. I'm just going to burn through them.
Okay.
And identify the scrolls, and then the book I figure we can just open and read before identifying.
Okay. Yeah, so
I can also use Detect Magic. I can burn my Daily Divinity to regain a level 1 spell slot to then cast Detect Magic.
Would you like to do that, or no?
I'll let him take care of the 2 scrolls, and then I'll check the book, yeah.
Okay, so the scrolls, as you grab the scrolls and identify him, you can identify him, or you can just look at him. What do you want to do?
I will just look at them, since scrolls you just read, right?
Obviously you have to do stuff to kick it off. You can just read it. So they are, they do seem to be written in some script that you're not familiar with.
I will cast Comprehend Languages.
Ooh. All right, well, so you cast Comprehend Languages as what look like some other odd shapes begin to make sense to you as you're reading through. Like, oh, okay. These are 2 scrolls of a summon lesser demon.
Oh, okay.
Punching bags.
And then Casimir, you want to look at the book?
Yes, I'll just glance at it and first.
Again, it is in a language that you can't quite understand.
Damn. I will hand it off to...
I will look at the book.
Well, hon, what languages can you speak?
I can speak Common, Goblin, Loxodon, and Undercommon. I have not yet picked up Infernal or...
You hand it
By the way, I just want to point out, this is the first time I think I've used Comprehend Languages since I picked it as a feat to have at level 1. This is never, I was just like, wow.
Came in handy eventually.
Yeah.
This is a demon... I gotta say it, Demonomicon. Demonomicon, just a book with information on demons.
I prefer the Nomnomicon with all the book on
the
food.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will want to keep this book just for future knowledge on demons, because I kind of want to read it.
As you go to grab it, Everly's like, "Hold on there, buddy."
I'm not taking it right now. I'm not taking it right now. I'm going to explain to everyone what it is.
Okay.
So, like, this is a book on, like, all types of demons and what they can do, and it's basically an encyclopedia for demons.
Okay.
And then these 2 scrolls are summon lesser demon, which we don't want to do.
And then Everly's like, and then there's the amulet. You don't want to touch.
No touching.
Right, Abner? He's like, I won't touch it, okay?
Can I cast detect magic to see if the amulet is still magical, or if because we've come out of it, it's like no longer working?
You can cast detect magic if you like.
So I do that.
It is magic still. Seems like everything that was in there still exists. It didn't cease to exist.
Do we have a new home away from home?
You just hide out in the gym.
Once again, Everly's like, "Hold on, guys.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it."
She's like, "Don't touch it. We got to talk about some stuff."
Yeah, we got to talk some about.
And then Abner kind of starts to stand up. She's like, "You stay over there, Abner. Do not get out of that chair." He's like, "I just want to help. Best way you can help me is sitting in that chair."
I got some rope. We could tie him to it.
He's like, I don't think that would be necessary. I'll stay right here. She's like, all right, let me catch up my notes. Where is it? Oh, we go. So she's like, thank you so much for helping me with this matter, because let's be honest, I don't think I would have survived that on my own. So it's a good thing you guys were here. She's like, but I think it would be best if I take the amulet and the scrolls and potentially the book to the authorities here in town to make sure that these things do not end up in the wrong hands.
Would I be able to get the book? Because this knowledge might be helpful in fighting demons.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
I'm going to use my dagger to reroll that.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because the first one was a natural 1.
Oh.
So, persuasion, that would be a 25.
She kind of thinks. She thinks for a moment, and she's like, "What exactly would you use it for?"
Fighting demons. Learn more about them so that we can kill them. Also, we did just unleash a demon, so kind of want to know more about that guy we just unleashed.
She's like, a devil. Probably won't appear in that book. There's a big difference between demons and devils. Right, Abner? He's like, I don't know anything about them.
Yeah, we could just burn the scrolls.
Evidence for now.
She's like, yes, I think we don't want to do that just yet. I will make sure that they get to the right place.
Also, why did Abner's grandpa have all of this stuff? Like, what the heck?
She's like, and you all just kind of like looked at Abner, and he's like, guess Poppy was a demon worshiper? I don't know. I didn't know anything about this. Maybe he was part of a cult? I don't know.
What, you didn't find his robe up there?
His what?
His robe.
Maybe it wasn't that kind of cult. I don't know.
Yes.
Everly's like, she looks to Abner and she's like, well, Abner, it's your grandfather's book. Are you fine with them having it? They did save your life.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 or 5 times?
he just kind of like shrugs and is like, fine. I don't want the stuff. Take it.
Question: is it summon demon or summon fiend?
It was summon lesser demon.
Lesser
I
demon.
believe it was
Okay.
summon lesser demon. Yes.
Okay.
So you can have the book.
Sweet. I will put it in my inventory of Demonomicon.
Yes.
Demonomicon.
Demon. It's just demon and then icon, pretty much. It's demonomic. Demonomicon.
Demonomicon.
I actually don't think that's the right spelling. I'll have to Demonomicon. We'll figure it out. Don't worry.
It's a workshop.
Demon book.
There we go. Nice and simple.
So anyways, Everly's like, well, like I said, I'm going to take this stuff. I'm going to put it in a box so I don't touch any of it. And Abner, you're going to come with me, and we're going to go talk to the guards to get this all straightened out. Got it?
Do you have a box? I can just like mage hand it in, so none of us have to touch this crap.
Great idea. And she finds a box that has like some letters in it and just like dumps it, and then like just like slides on the ground for you to put the stuff.
All right, and then I cast mage hand and have it pick up gingerly like each one of these things,
The
like
items and
just
place
two,
them in.
the pointer finger and the thumb picking up the items.
Okay, so you move the amulet and the scrolls into the box.
It's like doing a
Everly.
science experiment, and we're behind like that blast shield. Is like,
There
it's gonna
you
be
go.
fine, guys. We can do this. All right, and move.
So Everly's like, well, it's getting late, so I'm going to take these, and Abner's going to come with me. You guys, feel free to go rest, whatever. If you need a place to stay, I know a few places. I'm happy to put in a good word for you, or at least tell them I sent you, and they'll treat you well. And maybe I'll come visit you guys where you're at. Who knows?
That would be great.
Depends on how this goes.
We could use some rest.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, I think we all could. She's like, I would invite you to stay at a high hill, but just demons and all that stuff. I don't think it's a great idea to.
It's fine. It's
to
fine.
you know.
Don't want to mix your family into this.
Yeah, it's messy. There's so many of them. Who knows what'll happen? She's like, all right, well, let's see. Make your way to. If you don't have anywhere to stay, I suggest head to the Hillside Tavern. It's a great place. I know the owner. Just let her know that Everly Hilltopple sent you,
Thank you.
and she'll take care of you.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, with that, Abner, let's go. He's like, can I leave the chair now? Yes, you can leave the chair, Abner. Just don't touch anything on the way out.
Abner.
I'm gonna watch him. Make sure he doesn't touch anything.
as he goes to leave, he's like, hold on, just let me grab my... She's like, no, just follow me, Abner. Do not grab anything. Don't bring anything. Let's just go. She's like, we might see you guys later. We'll see if I make it there alive. As they head out the door into the... is it evening now? It's getting dark. In
Guys.
Hilltopple.
Let's go get a nap. A long nap.
I'm good with that.
Definitely.
Some
Maybe
might
a drink,
say
too.
long rest.
I could totally use some sleep.
All right.
Let's go to the tavern.
We go to
So
the
you guys
tavern.
make your way to the Hillside Tavern. It's on the north end of Hilltopple. You can make
Pop
your way
up
there.
the map just to show people.
Oh, is it not?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
because I had the overlay on.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, I thought it was up.
No, it is. Okay, so yeah, we can go up there and get in, find the
Alright.
innkeep, and let him know. Everly
Yep,
sent
you
us.
guys make your way to the Hillside Tavern. And again, it's getting dark. You see there are people walking around and making their way to their homes, whatever they're doing as they're finishing up the day. The sun's beginning to set as you guys are ready for some rest.
Indeed.
Indeed.
So this is a tavern, right? Could I get a very strong drink here?
Sorry.
One
Laura.
tavern had the elven stuff.
It's true.
You can get
True.
weird. Oh, that wasn't in the city, though.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, hey, Andrew, do you want to click the little button on Roll20 so the sidebar is not in the picture? Sorry.
There we go.
Perfect. Sorry. All right, so you guys are heading to the Hillside Tavern. You make your way there. It's kind of like there's like a small door. It looks like halflings would enter, and then there's a bigger door for not halflings to enter into the tavern. But they're like next to each other. It's not like two different sides. So you guys make your way in the big door. As you look around, you see mix of halflings, a lot of halflings, and then there's the occasional not halfling. You see some humans, maybe a dwarf here and there. But you guys make your way inside. You want to find the owner, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you guys are able to track down the owner. You find out is a female halfling named Esther. She's got like her hair pulled back into a bun as she's carrying orders, telling her workers what to do as you guys approach her. And she's like, "Good evening. How may I help you?"
Hey, yeah. So Everly Hilltopple sent us to try and get some rooms for the night.
Ah, Everly. Of course. Well, a friend of Everly is a friend of mine. Please find a seat. I will bring you whatever it is that you would like to eat or drink. And how many rooms would you need?
2.
Oh, 2. I think you said who.
2.
Who, us?
Who?
Rooms? Who?
I thought we were sitting on the floor.
Okay. I will be sure to arrange some not halfling-sized rooms for you.
Oh, thank you.
Is there anything you guys want to eat, or just whatever we've got?
Yeah, something. Whatever you got. What about drinks? Do you have anything
Alright.
strong? Really strong?
We have some strong dwarven ales, if you're interested in that.
I'm talking about something that might make you breathe fire.
But not literally, please.
Do anything in particular you're looking for? Seems like you're looking for something in particular.
No, I just need something that's going to, make me not remember the rest of the day.
She's like, I can take a look to see what we have if we've got anything.
Great,
that's,
thanks.
All right. So I will have someone bring that out to you right away. And then for your rooms, just come ask me, and I will let you know where they are.
Great, thanks so much.
Cool.
Of course. All right. You guys can find a seat and sit down, and all right. You guys find a nice booth or table, or booth/table. What do you?
Oh, I want a booth.
I think
Yeah,
those are
I like
the
a
people,
booth.
'cause
I want to sit on the
wraparound
outside
booth.
of the booth, though.
You like the wraparound booth where, like,
Yeah, like
you
the
gotta
big U.
switch. The family style booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys find yourself a family style booth,
I sit on the inside.
like in the middle of the booth.
Yeah.
All right.
All nice and cozy with my friends.
All right, so you guys find yourself a nice booth. Eventually, a halfling comes running out with some bread, some looks like some potatoes and stuff, some meats on a plate for you guys to eat, and he places it in front of you. And they also, another halfling comes running out with the drinks. Looks like 4, mugs of some alcohol for you guys to drink. And she's like, the one who's bringing out is like, Esther wanted me to tell you that this is the strongest dwarven ale that she had.
Thank you.
Works for us.
It'll work.
All right.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
She's like, you're welcome. And then they make their way away.
Cool. We'll drink. We'll eat.
So,
We can talk about how some shit happened.
So, are we really not going to discuss this whole demon crap we just went through? Are we going to sweep this under the rug, or what the heck just happened?
Yeah, we didn't really have an option there. That was kind of like a damned if we do and damned if we don't.
yeah,
Like, it was
I
either
was gonna let
Sounds
him
like
die?
the smart thing, but I'm gonna pull out the amulet and ask it about the fiend. Let me find his name.
Which one? The Garistro or the
McCall?
No, the actual fiend, McCall.
McCall? Well, I believe a
Oh,
demon and a devil
Seethka.
are both considered fiends.
Oh, are they?
Seethka
Yeah,
was
that's
the
the-
one that was chasing
Seethka
us.
was the
Well, I am
Garistro.
not gonna ask about Seethka since Seethka got
Is dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
knocked down. But
McCall.
Seethka
Okay.
was just a jailer. Now the one being jailed, it sounds a bit more interesting.
McCall.
So you're
McCall.
doing legend lore on McCall.
Legend lore on McCall.
Come on,
You pull out the amulet of Halet. I believe it's called the amulet of knowledge. Is what I think it is.
Yeah.
But it's Halet's
Indeed.
amulet.
Medallion of knowledge.
As you
So I
ask
call upon Halet's
about-
favor.
the devil McCall, as nothing comes to you.
Aw.
He's not a devil of note.
Next time you see him, you can tell him that.
Apparently, McCall is not of legendary importance.
There is like nothing we get out of this thing.
You guys ask about the most mundane things.
I mean,
We
we want to
don't
know
know any
more about
better.
this demon that we just unleashed.
It's not Google.
No.
I know, but it's like okay, I
but,
have
like,
a
it
daily
doesn't
use
hurt
of
to
it.
ask.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
work my way through a list because that whole curiosity thing is like
Yeah, man.
it totally makes sense. I lost my eyes because it might as well call me the cat because curiosity is costing me.
Do you see the group
Curiosity
that you're
killed your
playing
eyes.
with? We don't know any better. We're gonna ask.
It's fine. It's fine to ask. Just gotta ask of things of legend.
In this tavern, is there like music and stuff going on?
Seems like there's a few halflings up on stage who are given a nice halfling tune. I would certainly play it, but it was pretty. It was a lot, so I'm not going to turn the halfling music on.
When they finish a song, can I go up to them and ask them, hey, can I play one with you guys? I have a story to tell.
Okay. So go ahead and roll persuasion as you walk up, and I'm assuming you're going to show them one of your instruments.
Yeah, I was going to show them my lute.
Okay.
That would be a 20, not natural.
Okay. The halflings kind of look at each other and sure, why not?
Okay, and then I want to sing a song about Abner the Clumsy.
Okay.
About how he goes through life and everything he does, everything he touches just goes wrong somehow.
All right, go ahead and roll a performance check.
When you notice he's sitting in the corner, he's like, "Come on, man!"
18 plus 8, 26.
26. All right, you guys listen as Levy is up there with the halflings as he begins to give this performance and sing about Abner the Clumsy, who just breaks everything he touches. And as you kind of start to play, as the halflings musicians kind of start to figure out, the tune that you're playing, figure out the chords, and they hop in and they play along with you, and it's this rousing song as the crowd in the tavern seem to, really enjoy, and they're engaged in this story that you're telling, and at the very end, you just hear someone shout, "Fuck Abner!"
Right! All right, that's it. That's all I wanted to do.
You guys watch as Levy exits the stage, and the halflings, shake your hand and tell you good job as you make your way off the stage.
Feel
free to reuse that one, guys. All yours.
In 20 sessions from now, Abner's going to be the bad guy.
It's okay. He
the
can't
big bad
do much.
Evil?
I'd be worried if it was anyone but him.
I don't know. Maybe he can give people bad luck or something. That would be pretty bad.
Use him against the big bad at the very. Abner, go stop that guy.
Just go be his friend.
Yeah, go help him.
Nice. All right, so Levy makes his way back to the table as sits down.
Sorry, guys. I just had to do that. Like, it was eating away at me. I was inspired.
You're good, man. You do you. That was hilarious. That was good.
So I finish my drink.
All right, you guys finish up your drinks.
So as we're sitting, I'm like, so I guess tomorrow morning we just get that out of here. Next stop.
Yeah.
Well,
let's see if Everly has anything to say to us about like what the goings on were, and if not, then we can like ideally head out. Because I mean, this was only supposed to be like a one-day stop on our road at most.
You already got a story.
I know. I don't know how much I want to tell about this one, though. To be honest, this one might be one that we don't want to talk about, at least for now.
Fair enough.
So, What are we going to do about this demon, by the way? Do we just hope nothing comes of it for the time being?
But that's what I do with all my problems.
Yeah.
Okay. Take the old ostrich approach.
Very
just
much.
stick your head in the ground.
Yeah, just stick your head in the ground and ignore it. Okay, cool. We'll go with that for now.
Hey, you helped them.
Yeah.
We didn't do nothing.
He hit him twice.
If he wasn't there, I think you guys would have been in a bit more trouble.
I would have
Just
definitely
saying.
gone down.
Yeah. Because you scooched back and started throwing holy water at the guy.
I mean, I didn't really take damage, but like I don't really get anywhere close to taking damage because I don't want to be anywhere close because it's kind of terrifying.
Getting hurt hurts. Go figure.
Yeah. I mean,
Casimir would know.
Yeah.
It's been a bit, man, since Casimir went down.
Yeah.
There have been many a close call.
I think this was my close call. I've only gone down twice. Yeah, twice with in the whole illegal animal stuff and then enter brain.
You got eaten by T-Rex.
Well,
Yes.
we had the Knoll and we had the T-Rex. I think are the two
Those
who
the two
knocked
times.
you
Yeah, the
on
T-Rex
your
and the-
ass.
The T-Rex.
I think this was Elamir's first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Is
'cause
that
I think Levy went
newfound?
down.
Everyone's losing their virginities.
I
Maybe one
don't
more
think
topic.
I've gone down.
I
Yeah,
thought
you
I
have
thought
not.
you were super close. You were super close in the tall when
I
you
was
guys were
very
defending the
close.
chapel.
It was
You were
very,
close.
very close. It was like single digits.
Yeah. All right.
So
Cool.
I would call it a night right there for myself afterwards.
Okay. It seems that Everly and Abner do show up eventually.
Okay.
And they see you guys and make their way over.
What's
and
the reception that Abner gets when he walks into the tavern after singing that song?
A few people kind of look over and be like, is that the guy the song's about? And you just hear, again from the background, someone shout, "Fuck Abner!" He kind of like looks around for a moment. And he walks up to you guys. He's like, Did you guys hear someone say something
what?
about... Did someone say my name?
No, not that I did. I didn't
Not
hear
that I
anything.
heard.
It's really noisy in here. Who knows? Anything could be said.
Okay. Well, all right. And everybody's like, mind if we have a seat?
Go for it.
Not at all.
We
right.
scooch closer so that
We
it
all
can get in.
scooch closer. She's like, Booth. All right. You're those kind of people.
Yes,
Family, family style.
She's like, well, Abner here is only allowed to be around town if I'm with him.
Oh,
So,
chaperone
lucky
now.
me. Yes. Lucky me. Otherwise, he'd be sitting in prison. Which maybe it's not a bad idea. He's
I don't
like,
know.
It wasn't
Touched
my
bars
stuff.
and some in a giant prison or something.
She's like, but you lied about the scroll, so... You know...
kind
He's
of
like-
sus.
Would that be fraud or false advertisement?
He's like, I just didn't want to pay the money to see what it was, okay?
I get it.
Sorry,
I'm
I
cheap.
lied a little bit. I know summon demons.
This is why you check your magical items.
It's like, I
Because
guess that's
when you
true.
don't check, they summon demons.
I won't play with magical items anymore.
You didn't have another grandpa, by the way, that had other magical stuff or something like that, did you?
Should we just go check his house just in case?
He's like, no, I didn't know my dad's dad. He died before I was born.
You made it awkward.
Don't talk about him.
So I look at I look at Everly like, so what about the other guy that got arrested? Was he let go?
What was his name? She's like, oh yeah, he's good. We figured it out. He'll be fine.
And what about Odell? He's the one that technically sold him the scroll.
He's like, yeah, we're gonna have to talk to Odell. He didn't technically do anything illegal. He sold what he was told he sold. He should have verified it, but don't get me wrong, it was shady, and he should have figured out what it was, but he was lied to. And she's like, to be perfectly honest, I'm surprised Abner could lie to him, so...
It's pretty impressive.
She's like, or he just didn't care. Who knows?
Yeah. He could just be like, oh, it's a scroll. Okay, cool.
Yeah. She said, but if I remember right,
gold coins is 5 gold coins.
You sold them for... You sold it to him for cheap, or he bought it from you for cheap, Abner, so...
Yeah, you kind of got ripped off there. Those things
Yeah.
are whew, big bucks to the right people.
They can be useful.
She eventually waves down one of the bar people, and they bring some drinks over for her and Abner. As you guys spend the night talking, hanging out, she's like, "So where are you guys from?"
I'm from Villith.
We're from Estrom, technically.
Well, technically, that's where we're out of
Okay.
currently.
Well,
Yeah,
clearly
right.
that was a difficult question. Let me ask an easier one. Where are you coming from?
Esserum.
Okay.
We work for the Goblin Gazette.
That's what I was gonna say.
She's like, "Oh, I've heard a bit about the Goblin Gazette. You guys write stories, right? About stuff going on."
Yep.
And
I'm a writer.
She's like, "Wait, are you gonna write about this?"
Hell no.
No.
She's like, "I think." She's like, "I think that's probably for the best.
Yeah,
We
me
don't
too.
want Abner here to be getting into more trouble than he
Exactly.
already is."
Yeah, we don't want a story like this reaching all the way to Ilum, and then the crown comes for his head.
Yeah, that would just get messy. And besides, most of the time when I tell stories, I usually change the names just so no one has any idea. Like, protect anonymity a bit.
Mm-hmm. You could always change Abner's name to
Abner.
Stupid, maybe. Or stupid.
I don't know. If we keep the town, I'm pretty sure everyone's going to have it be pretty dang obvious who Mr. Clumsy is.
It's true.
He's like, it was an accident, okay?
I know, everything is.
We know.
That's the problem.
As he knocks over like a glass of fire.
Oh, son of a prestidigitation.
We need to get him a straw.
A lid on his drink.
Yeah, he has a sippy cup.
And a kid's cup for him.
Yeah.
A sippy cup.
She's like, all right, so you're from Esserum. Where are you heading?
What
brings you to Hilltopple.
Ilum.
Well, eventually Ilum. We're going to the log. Where is that?
Greywood is
Greywood. Greywood. Yeah, we're headed to the Greywood.
Greywood. Okay.
Heard there's some goings on up there, and we wanted to go into and investigate.
Looking for a story, huh?
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you find something that doesn't have as many demons.
Well, we can only hope.
It's nice to switch it up every once in a while.
Yeah. Maybe next time when we fight all those kinds of demons, we'll actually have some of our magic and stuff ready.
It's like, well, let's hope that doesn't happen. Which reminds me, if you ever find yourselves in Hilltopple and need anything, need a place to stay, feel free to find me.
Great.
Happy to help you guys out.
Thanks. It's been fun.
I owe you a bit of a favor for everything you've done. And Abner here, well, I think a favor doesn't cut it. Right?
It's okay. He doesn't need to help anymore.
The love of God.
Him not helping would be help.
He's like, I just want to let you know that I have many skills that others find quite useful.
What do you do?
It's like, I can knit really well. And
that's actually pretty useful.
I like to write poetry in my spare time. So, who knows?
Yeah, so 1 out of 2, not bad.
Well, if I ever need a great scarf, I know to find.
It's like, that's right. All right. Well, you guys, if you have anything else you want to ask them, feel free to. Otherwise,
what's going to be done with the scrolls?
She's like, well, we're still figuring that out. They'll probably just end up getting destroyed, to be honest. That's not something that we want just laying around.
That would probably be for the best. Just hoping, it doesn't...
Yeah, and then the amulet, we'll see if we can destroy it. I don't know. If not, then we'll have to turn it over to someone who can place it in some vault in the deep recesses of some vault or something. I don't know, where no one can find it.
Hey,
to be fair,
Elamir,
there's really not much.
Could you take that into the ethereal plane with you and then just drop it?
Or we could just burn the scrolls.
I don't know that the order would potentially want me to
just
leave
eat it in there.
Demon paraphernalia in another realm. It sounds like we would just make a problem for them down the road.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think you guys are gonna be able to get it. It's they've got it under lock and key right now. So unless you feel like stealing it, which I wouldn't
absolutely
advise.
not. It's more of an offering to help destroy it.
Well, it's appreciated, but I think we'll handle it.
Maybe a big hammer will work.
Maybe we'll try. Who knows? I've heard it's kind of tough to break magic stuff, so who knows?
Drop it into a volcano.
Alright, guys, I am exhausted. Let us go to sleep.
Indeed.
Well, everyone's like, well, guys, it was nice to meet all of you. I wish you the best of luck on your travels, and thank you so much for your help.
Yeah, thank you.
Again, if you're ever in Hilltopple, find me. Look me up. I live on the big house on top of the hill. Easy to find it.
Well, stay away from Abner or it may actually topple.
Unfortunately, I think that Abner and I are tied to the hip for the next few days, so we'll see what happens.
Oof, I don't feel good for you.
She's like, I'm doing my good deed, man.
That you are.
Doing my good deed. She's like, all right, well, have a good night, and we will see you. And Abner gets up and He's like, thank you again. It was a pleasure meeting all of you.
See ya, Abner.
You take care, Abner. Don't go breaking or transporting people or any kind of crazy shit you're doing. Just don't touch
Live a quiet
anything.
life. I hope you live a very quiet life.
Yes.
He's like, I will do my best. As they get up and begin to make their way out, and you hear from the back someone yell, "Fuck him!" All right, so you guys, they've left. You guys can make your way up to the room, find the barkeep, Esther, and
he shows us to our rooms.
Shows you guys to your rooms, and you guys can rest for the night.
Long rest, long awaited.
Click that long rest button to get all your stuff back.
Dude,
God,
But wait, no.
The town's attacked overnight.
2 hours into your rest.
McCall arrived with a horde of devils.
Oh no.
You
McCall
guys are stupid.
All right. So you guys
Long
rest
rest.
for the night. Was there anything you guys wanted to do at night, or you all just passing out and going to sleep?
I was going to just
Passing out.
record the events in my own personal journal, just to have them so it's written down now, but, like, other than that,
Yeah.
sleep.
Okay. All right. So no one had anything else they wanted to do. You guys all rest. Wake up in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Feeling a little achy, steel scar, but the rest did you well.
Much deserved.
Yes, as you guys keep in mind, when you take a long rest, you don't get all your HP back. You got to roll hit dice, but you get your hit dice back.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you're aware.
D&D Beyond actually asks you to do all that too.
Oh, does it? I
Yeah.
never hit the
Prompt
button,
you.
so I don't know. Okay,
The,
that's cool.
the prompts will tell you to start rolling hit dice as well.
Well, because it makes more sense because hit die are supposed to kind of be like your fortitude of how you're doing after stuff, you know?
Mhm.
So you don't get it all back after you rest. Makes sense. But anyways, all right. So yeah, you guys wake up in the morning. It's a little late-ish, but you guys needed the rest. I'd say if you had to guess, maybe about 10 o'clock in the morning.
I wake up and I'm just like, this is the time to wake up.
you
So as
guys
soon
all
as-
get up. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I say just wake up.
Yeah, wake up. You guys can make your way down, grab something to eat, and head out of Hilltopple as soon as you'd like.
Great. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I
So
see
yeah,
Abner, I quickly message, run!
no sign of Abner. He's not around. But yeah, you guys got the room, and food and drinks were for free. So you have to worry about that.
Let's go.
But you guys can go get your horses. Honestly, I don't remember the price. Let's just say it's like 8-10 silver. I don't think it's that much. It's not much to board the horses for the night, but
Yeah, right.
gotta ding you for something, man. Can't just give you free gold. I already give you a lot.
I know. You said like 10 silver.
Make us pay taxes.
10 silver. There you go. You get like a form from like the IRS in the world.
Oh no.
I mean,
whole
let's be
episode
real.
where we're
We're
just
report your
committing
earnings.
tax evasion because all we get is just found.
You got to report.
I think we do
that, so
enough
you
community
find.
service. They
Yeah.
owe us. I don't feel bad running off with gold.
That makes you feel better about not paying your taxes. All right, so you guys gather your horses, pay the 10 silver for the boarding of your horses as you guys prepare in your wagon, cart, whatever it is that
Carriage.
Casimir's adamant about how it's said.
Because a cart is a rickety piece of crap with no covering.
Carriage. You guys find your carriage, and make your way out of town. Who's driving? Who's doing all that stuff again?
I'll ride shotgun. I'm going to summon a blink dog this time instead of the panther. Because I'm sick of the
my
panther
owl.
getting...
Can we just talk about the irony of the fact that Casimir for so long wanted a carriage, and then he gets it and
And he can't drive it.
loses his eyesight and can't drive the carriage.
No. The whole point of the carriage, from the soldier perspective, was to not have to walk and to not be sitting on a horse.
But you wanted to drive it, right?
I'm sitting on the carriage.
You're
That's
not
all that
driving it.
matters.
You
I don't care
can't
who's
drive it.
driving. All that matters is
You're
you
like-
can, you're not your feet and your ass aren't sore at the end of the day. That is the only focus that he had on the carriage.
Like Red Skull from was it Endgame or Infinity War, whichever one where they meet Red Skull. I lead people to the treasure that I seek or whatever.
No, in this case, everyone keeps forgetting the treasure is not being sore at the end of a day of travel.
No, it's the friendships we made along the way.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we do a lot of stuff that does make us sore anyways, so...
Yeah, getting the shit beat out of us is more than enough after a long day.
Okay, so you guys make your way...
I want to do something in
side saddle. All right, what do you want to do?
I would like to sit in the carriage and use my comprehend languages again and read the Demonomicon.
Okay. Was there anything in particular you were looking for, or you just want to read through it?
I'm just going to start reading through it. The goal is to eventually read the whole thing so I can gain a bigger knowledge on what demons are and how to deal with them.
Okay.
I guess I'm driving the carriage.
I mean, we trust you too. You're a good driver.
There you go. So then, Elamir, you scouting or you riding on the carriage?
I'll scout.
Okay, and you have a blink dog and a giant owl.
Owls up in the
I'm
air.
going to name the blink dog Martin.
Martin. All right.
Martyn.
An Oliver.
Oliver, yeah.
Oliver. All right, you guys head out with your small band and Flumpy. We can't forget Flumpy.
He's always with me. He's always with me.
You guys just have a giant
dog.
You basically almost have enough animals to make their own party.
Heck yeah.
Just need one more, and one more magical summon creature.
Send them hunting in the woods while we travel.
All right, so you guys.
I mean, if we had if we had taken the summon lesser demon scrolls, you guys could have gotten something to summon too.
Just get a little demon. All right, you guys make your way out of Hilltopple as you leave it behind. The weather seems nice. It's a little overcast, but doesn't look like a storm or anything's on the way as you guys continue your journey east, and west, and I'm just realizing I may not have updated the map, so just go along with me. Where is the map?
We were making our way west from Hilltopple.
Yeah. There is a Oh, I did update. Okay, good.
Well, we drew on it, I recall.
Yeah. So you are yes. So you guys are making your way west from Hilltopple. You have to go a little south along the way to get to Meldir.
Are you able to update the Roll20 just so we can see where you are?
Did I not? Oh, I moved over to it. I forgot to move you guys. There you go.
Thank you.
So you guys are making your way from Hilltopple to Meldir, which is right here.
Yeah, that was our route.
And then you're going to go to Greywood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So from Hilltopple to Meldir, it's one day. You should be able to make it there this evening. Was there anything else you guys wanted to do while you were traveling today? Other than Levy, you were going to read the book.
I'm going to play fetch with Martin.
Martin. All right, you play fetch with
Because he's
Martin.
The goodest boy.
And then
when you faint in D&D or go down, what is your state? You're not dead.
You're considered unconscious.
Okay.
Why is that?
I was gonna say if you're partially dead, I would have questioned the afterlife and all those sorts of fun philosophical things.
Dead?
When I went down, since it was the first time.
Oh,
but if I wasn't dead, partially dead, I don't know what to say.
No, it wasn't death. It was you're just unconscious. Basically, you've taken so much pain that you've just fallen unconscious. Basically,
You fainted like in Pokemon.
Yeah, you don't die just yet. You gotta fail those death save throws.
The only way we can all die is if the last one of us goes down, then basically they would just finish us off.
Finish him.
Coup de grace. All right, so you guys make your way to Meldir. Good lord, Levy. So you read through. It basically lays out a few demons demons that are that some of which I'd say probably you know about since it's maybe just kind of common knowledge about demons. Others is more specific. And I would say instead of me giving you information, if you ever want to use it, just let me know and I'll decide at that point if you find any applicable information.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So you guys continue westward from Hilltopple. You eventually arrive in Meldir. You do cross over a bridge to get over the river, which I did name, so I forgot to update that. But hold on, let's see if I can find the name. Named
It's called Big River.
How did you know? That's what I named it. River of Bigness. Because it's big. Not
Huge.
I'm bringing up my map because I want to see
And
what
it
the
is a
name of the
river.
river is. Hold on, it's going to be open in a second. Yeah, so Meldeer basically, I ran out of time to make a map for it, so deal with that. It's called the Rain River is what it's called. So you guys eventually get to the Rain River. You can see it. You cross over a bridge that eventually leads you to a small town very similar to Erfst. They seem to both kind of Meldeer and Erfst both seem to play the same role of kind of guarding this passageway across the rivers here. And you guys are able to find a small tavern to rest for the night there, as well, boarding your horses as well. I'd say to do that, the cost of everything maybe would be about 50 silver to get the rooms, the food, the drinks, and boarding the stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, Meldeer, it's a very small. It's like Erfst. It's very small. There's a keep to defend the area, but yeah, for the most part, it's just a small outlying village. And you guys, did you have anything you would like to do while you were here, or just rest and continue on to Greywood?
I would prefer just resting and continuing on to Greywood.
Same.
All right.
Unless they need us.
Quickly, there's a house on fire. There are demons.
Not the first time.
The demon's house is on fire.
Did some more demons suddenly just spawn in?
Probably like that if his house is on fire. Who knows?
Exactly. We have to extinguish it to piss him off.
Oh God!
It's McCall.
Rescue a demon
lives-
from someone
he
named
lives here.
Abner the Second.
Abner the Great. All right. So you guys rest for the night in Meldeer. Make your wake up in the morning, ready to arrive in Greywood. You will arrive in Greywood that night.
Awesome.
At this point, as you guys begin to leave Meldeer, you've paid your silver gold or 50 silver for the time you stayed in Meldeer. You eventually see, because it was tough to see because it was dark. You eventually see the Greenwood.
Great Greenwood or
Eleanor.
Greywood?
The Greenwood.
Oh, the Greenwood. Got it.
The Greenwood,
Big
the
massive
giant
forest to
the
the left.
giant massive forest where some of the elves lived. And
I cried
Elamir,
tears of joy.
as you see your home away, not your home away from home, it's your home that you've been a bit since you've been home, man. As you see the giant forest, you guys see it in the distance, just constantly following you like the sun. Just it's so large. It's just as you guys continue traveling northward, northwestish to Greywood. You guys see. So, all right. So in the distance, you can see the Greenwood, a large looming forest as far as the eye can see. Elamir, it's a familiar sight for you, but it's been a while since you saw it last. Near the edge of the forest, as you guys continue traveling, you see a small settlement. You see a few lights dancing among the village like fireflies in the evening air. And from what you can see in the distance, a few villagers moving about. Beyond the village, in the settlement, you can see the Greenwood, large, looming forest, as far as your eye can see. Oh crap! Hold on, I forgot to hold on. I forgot to throw in my Greywood map and roll 20. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Where are you, download button?
You know, guys, I really hope my my song about Abner takes off. I would be very happy to hear it. Next time we go back through Hilltopple.
People singing it. That would be
Yeah,
great.
that'd be great. That would feel like a good accomplishment for me.
We in turn make Abner recognizable by the amulet.
They give him back that amulet. No.
No, he's saying the legend lore.
Yeah.
Oh.
He reaches
God.
such a prominent state because of what you guys did.
God,
The
It becomes
legend of Abner
the
the
legend
Fool.
of yeah.
Oh god, that would be amazing.
It's like, oh, we made a legend. Crap.
That's awesome. All right, let me listen.
Hoping someone else pop up under the spell before ourselves.
I still think the idea of playing a character whose sole goal is to be recognized by the legend lore spell is such a fantastic character concept.
If we ever have another campaign, I'd get dibs on that. He'd be so dumb and just like full of just self-centeredness that like people could get him to do whatever they wanted.
Will it make me
just
famous?
Think of it. People would remember that you helped us get the cat out of the tree. You're right. Friend of all animals. I've been thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
In case Elamir ever dies, you've got that backup.
Yeah.
Backup character ready to go. Sorry, hold on. I gotta fix the. Gotta make it a little wider.
How many of us here have a backup character ready in case anything goes south?
I would probably pull a tiefling monk from a pile.
Wow.
Because I played one in a one shot as a surprise for my sister's group.
Levy's irreplaceable.
You said repeatedly you want to make an artificer.
I would make an artificer if he
All right.
did go down, but
You guys see the map?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice map.
Thank you. I went back to the old style. I prefer the old style.
This is nice. I like it.
Feels a little like realer. The watery one, the watermark ones is what they're called, or water painting ones. They were looked a little childish.
I like that though. It was fun. I think it works. It works good for the halfling
aesthetic.
The halfling town. There you go. Maybe it's childish. All right, so you guys can see. So you see the Greenwood, large forest. In front of the Greenwood, in between the village, you see this large, like, grouping of trees that are clearly separate from the forest and the village, and they sit between. And it looks like just this big, like, span of trees there. And as you see, it looks like a portion of them have been cut down, or at least in the process of being cut down. The village itself seems that there's a wall surrounding it. As you guys approach the settlement of Greywood, as you enter the town, you don't see many people. In fact, at this point, as you've approached, if you've reached the town, it seems a bit deserted. As you kind of like walking by, kind of look in the nearby houses and stuff, they seem to be empty, from what you can tell. And the shops in town that you see, they seem to have a closed sign hanging on the outside that kind of, as you walk by, kind of just
interesting.
You occasionally spot somebody. Seems like they're hurrying through the towns. You guys are coming in, from the southern end here. And you see a few people kind of like rushing north along the streets.
Can we like flag them down and just be like, what's going on? Where's everyone rushing to?
Sure. You stop this man. He kind of a younger-ish guy. Looks like he's maybe does some manual labor, so kind of scruffy and all that stuff. Because he's like, everyone's making their way to the chapel. There's a town meeting.
Oh, are we allowed to come?
Exactly. I don't know.
Cool.
Sure.
I follow.
All right.
Some random dude. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not the cops.
You guys follow him as he kind of like moves ahead of you. He seems he's in much of a hurry to get there as you guys kind of move to keep up with him. So you guys make your way to the chapel where the guy is headed as he enters in. You guys follow him. And as you're approaching, it's getting kind of dark out, and you can see the doors open to the chapel as the light from inside is kind of spilling out. And you can hear voices. There's lots of commotion inside. You hear like just people talking and all this stuff. And you eventually enter this crowded chapel. You see pews leading up. In the end, you see like, it's not, you've been in, so like the temple you saw in like Esseram was like legit, right? It was like very nice, all that stuff. This is a more of a humble chapel, right? There's not a bunch of like stained glass or anything everywhere. It's pretty minimal, pretty simple. As you guys enter in and kind of adjust to the light, it's kind of bright in here. But it looks like there's tons of people. You see that the pews are filled with people sitting down, and you see the people that weren't able to sit. They seem to be along the walls on the edge. Everyone's just trying to get in here, it seems. And you do notice something as well. Down the middle is like an aisle that kind of separates the pews on both sides, kind of split down the middle. And on the right-hand side, you notice that it appears to be only humans. And on the left-hand side, appears to be only elves. Humans outnumbering the elves. There are not nearly as many elves here as there are humans.
Can I take standing room in the back?
Yeah, you could probably find some standing room in the back. Yeah.
I don't really feel comfortable sitting with the humans.
Okay. As a human, you're uncomfortable sitting with the humans.
You don't want to take sides.
I don't want to take sides.
Okay.
I'm also just standing in the back.
All right. And as you kind of like sit and you look around, you can see like people are kind of like whispering to each other. Actually, why don't you all go ahead and roll? Let's say a wisdom check.
Crap.
Just a general wisdom check?
Just a general wisdom check.
Ooh.
Shit. 4.
3.
11. I'm very
11.
wise.
Okay. And then everyone go ahead and roll a perception check as well.
All right.
8.
Perception.
17.
14 total.
Okay. So most of you are completely oblivious to this fact, but Elamir, you do pick up on the fact that there is certainly some tension in this room.
I can smell it in the musts of the elves.
You can feel the tension in the room. What did everyone get for perception?
17.
17.
14.
8. Okay. Casimir, you just like, this is a nice chapel.
I found another rock.
Nice chapel.
How many rocks do we have now?
At this point, my character can't even tell what color they are. So so there's one of those 2 instances where he threw them. So I think I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm at 5 because I threw 2. So if I'm finding another one, that'll be a number 6 of this
Complete
pile.
his rocks. One day, Casimir's rock collection will be picked up by the Legend Lore spell.
Yeah, 4 more rocks, and I'm out of actual rocks to play with.
So anyways, what most of you pick up, except Casimir, who's just
Off in La La Land.
fancy chapel rock, you see that like some of the humans are kind of like giving dirty looks over at the elves, and the elves kind of just seem to sit uncomfortably about as they're just sitting there. Again, Elamir, you can pick up that there is a lot of tension in this room. Near the front of the chapel, there's kind of like a raised area where someone might give a sermon, or a priest, would speak or something like that. You see 4 figures. You see a large male human. He's got this big bushy beard, big mustache, and kind of like long hair, kind of like pushed back. And he wears kind of this like weathered brown jacket. You see an older human, male. He's got kind of this gray hair, and he seems to wear a simple brown robe. And then you see what appears to be a female elf. She has kind of this auburn hair, kind of pulled back, and a ponytail. And she seems to wear simple workers' clothes. And then you see a well-dressed male elf, kind of like slicked back black hair, as they all just kind of sit up in front, seem to be waiting for something. And eventually the crowd begins to quiet down. And it seems that you are entering this meeting mid-meeting. You're not here at the beginning. It's been going on. Eventually, you hear someone shout out on the right-hand side. How can we trust them? How many more of us need to die? And you expect us to keep working? And you hear a bunch of people kind of agree as people kind of start to mutter, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You know, they're just, people seem to be getting riled up about whatever it is they were discussing. And you see the large man kind of stand up. He was sitting down, and he's like, we understand your concern. We are doing everything we can to investigate this matter. And I would like to remind everyone here that, as of now, there is no evidence of who is behind this. We must stop pointing fingers at one another and work together to ensure all of our safety. And then the female elf stands up and she's like, as Gario said, we must work together. We cannot let our hatred divide us. The Green Warden has sent my associate, Caliphus, here to ensure this matter is and thoroughly. We will get to the bottom of this. And you hear someone from the right-hand side shout, maybe they sent him to help cover it up. And then a bunch of people kind of shout in agreement, yeah, maybe he's here to cover it up. And eventually an elf on the left-hand side stands up. And he's like, we have lived here just as long as some of you. Some of us even longer. We have no quarrel with you. We are each members of this community. And you hear someone shout from the crowd, shut it, knife ears! And suddenly the two crowds just start to argue and shouting at each other. And you just hear this just, insults going back and forth as people start to get riled up, and as the energy in this room just seems to just rise potentially to some sort of breaking point. Eventually, though, the elderly man stands to his feet, and he just kind of stands there for a bit until people kind of see him, and they eventually quiet down. And he's like, we are all children of the Makers, and the 12 guide each of us. Please, find it in your hearts to embrace the compassion and forgiveness of the Blessed Mother. The 12 will guide us to the answer. We must have faith. And when we learn who is behind this, Eldrin will ensure justice is brought upon them. But for now, each of you, go in peace. Leave your anger here in your seats in the chapel. For the 12 give us strength, even when we cannot find our own. And you get the sense that people respect this elderly man as the crowds begin to slowly dissipate and leave the chapel, with the elves waiting for the humans to leave. And then they eventually filter out of the chapel.
We should go talk to those people. Seems like they know what's going on, or are in charge of what's going on, since we're here to investigate the goings on.
The people in the front?
Yeah.
Saying? Okay. All right.
I forget. Did we have? We didn't have specific context. This was literally like, just go check it out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I remember correctly, he had just told you that he had heard rumors that, I believe that there were just some issues going on here between the humans and the elves.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he wasn't exactly certain. That's why he sent you to figure out what was going on.
If only they had the internet.
Right?
You have that stuff, that medallion.
Yeah, but that's for us.
Right?
That's not for them.
Hey, we have an artificer working for us. We could make the internet with a bunch of stones and magic mouth.
Do you know what the internet is, though?
No, I don't.
It's just one artificer sitting in a warehouse.
Yeah.
Asking questions. Okay. So you guys want to go up and speak to these the people who are in the front here that seem to be running the show or whatever? Okay. What do you walk forward? What do you say?
I probably would walk forward and just be like, excuse me, could we get a moment with you guys? We just wanted to ask some questions.
The large, burly man is like, You don't look familiar.
That is very true. We are actually coming from Esrim. We heard there was some unrest here and wanted to see if there's anything we could help out with.
You say you're from Esrim.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Well, what is it that you want to know?
Well, it sounds like from that last meeting that there's a lot of tension in the air, and it sounds like some people are dying. What's going on?
He's like, I assure you that everything is being handled properly.
I'm sure. No, I'm sure. I'm sure. It's just we were wondering if we might be able to help out.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
That would be a 29.
Oh gosh. Okay. He's like, well, there have been a few people have gone missing. Some of our loggers, and recently one was, or I should say, two have been found dead.
That's terrible. I'm so sorry.
Rest assured, everything is being followed to ensure we find who is behind this matter.
Would it be all right to talk to people and see what's kind of going on? Because I mean, since we're kind of a outside party, it might be helpful for you guys since we're not really allied with either side who's at each other's throats.
He's like, well, I certainly can't stop you from asking questions, but I ask that you respect our town and that you respect our the laws that we have here as we try to get to the bottom of this.
Sure. Is there anything specific that's not typical of normal town laws?
No, as long as you just don't stick your nose anywhere it doesn't belong. Let us handle it officially.
Okay. Okay. We'll do that.
Was there anything else that you needed?
Not at the moment. Thank you.
Okay. All right. As they seem to gather
Can I
whatever
insight check, by the way,
things they
for
have.
him?
Sure, you can if you'd like.
Because I kind of want to just see if he was letting on. That's not very good. Insight. That would be an 8.
Yeah, you're not sure what his deal was. They seem to filter away as they make their way out of the chapel as well.
We should hit the tavern.
That's always where the news happens.
It is.
It's the best place to find the information.
Let us go.
Okay. You guys are going to head out of the chapel and make your way to the tavern?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're
From
going to
church to tavern.
We're going to ask somebody where the nearest tavern is at.
Okay. Could certainly ask someone. Okay.
I
So
mean,
you
I
guys
figured
make
since we
rather-
came in south and then we passed
We
by
would've walked right past it.
Walked right past
Yeah.
it.
You probably would have told since you've walked around the town a teensy bit, you know where a tavern is. So you guys make your way out of the chapel, heading toward the tavern that you saw on the way in. As you run into somebody who is standing outside, the male elf seems to be standing outside waiting for you guys. Actually, as you guys
up on the front,
as you guys kind of, he was in the front. Yeah, he was up in the front. As you guys kind of exit, you see him kind of standing off to the side. He's like, "Come here, I want to talk to you."
Sure.
Okay. Make your way over
I'm
to him.
not
How can we help you,
Very-
friend?
Yeah.
He's like,
very discreetly approach.
with your metal or your heavy armor. Just have metal cans connected to you, basically.
It's like the Just Married thing with the cans behind the car.
Yeah.
That's just Steel Scar walking.
Gosh.
So he's like, "Please keep it down. I don't want to cause any problems in town."
Understood.
He's like, "So you, I heard you in there asking some questions
Yeah,
to Gyarios about what's going on."
yeah, it's kind of suspicious.
He's like, "Yes, you said you came from Esrim, you said?
We did.
What brings you here on that to Greywood, this small place?"
we heard there was problems going on and wanted to see what was happening, see if we could help out in any way. We're a team that works for Esrim, and we write stories about the goings on in the world and our interactions with the people there.
He seems interested, and he's like, "Oh, you write stories about things.
Yeah,
that's very interesting. Oh, you might be able to help me then with what's going on here."
Should we head to the tavern and find somewhere to sit down and talk?
No, actually. I think it's best that us talking remains discreet.
Very cool. That's fine. That's fine. Are we standing in the middle of the road talking?
No, he kind of called you guys over to the side. Okay. He wasn't just standing in the middle of the road. He kind of like ushered you guys off onto the side, so you're kind of like hiding behind some stuff.
He did say he called us over.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Caliphus, and I was sent here by the Green Warden to ensure this matter is handled quickly. But it seems that my hands are a bit tied here.
Yeah, I understand that.
It's like, because of my position, I can't just investigate what I want. I have to follow the customs and things here in this town and answer to Gyarios, and I'm limited in what I can do, but I suspect that you won't have that problem that I have.
Why is that?
Well, I'm here on official business. I'm from the Green Warden. I have ties to, I want to ensure that the relationship between the human kingdoms and the Elven domain remain peaceful.
Understood. Yeah,
sounds like a reasonable plan.
That would be for the best for everyone, because we just do not need more war.
He's like, no, it's been a lie. Nothing about war, but politics, and I fear local politics are at play here, and that's really.
They are everywhere. Trust me.
He's like, yes, and that's what's keeping my hands tied here. But again, since you are outsiders, I think that you would have less of an issue, and maybe we could help each other figure out what's going on here. I think we both want a speedy conclusion to this.
Yeah, that sounds good to us. Can you tell us what you know?
Of course. So there have been, in the past, about a month ago, well, let me take a step back. I don't know what you know about Greywood, but basically, we have there's basically a contract, a deal, whatever you want to call it, between the elven domain of the Greenwood and the human kingdoms and the Greywood settlement here. And basically the agreement is to prevent the humans from logging from the Greywood. We have basically set up these nurseries for them to do their logging, and the green singers help the trees to grow quickly so that they have an abundance of materials. So that has been a deal that was brokered many, many, many years ago, and Greywood is one such place. There are many places like this around the Greenwood. So that's a bit of background on what we do, what Greywood does here. Sorry, not we. What Greywood does here. But about a month ago, it seemed that a logger went missing. One of the people who work out chopping the trees went missing. And over time, 2 more went missing. Not right away at the same time, but over that month's period. Since then, 2 have been found dead.
Which 2?
Finding my notes. The first one, who went missing, again, he went missing about a month ago. And then the third one, who actually went missing a few days ago, was actually found. His body was actually found this morning. And that's why this meeting was called. That's why tensions are so high, as you saw in there.
Where was his body found?
Both the bodies have been found in the woods. Seemingly attacked by something. We don't know exactly. It was a gruesome sight. We're not sure what it was.
Would it be able to get someone to show us the exact area that the body was found?
If you are willing to take a peek, I can certainly arrange for somebody to show you the general location. You'll have to probably find it the rest of your way. They can direct you, though.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Just to avoid any suspicion. Again, as you saw, tensions are quite high here. I hate
yes.
for them to... so, yes, if you would like to... the body of the one who was found I think it was 2 weeks ago. Whatever, the first guy who went missing. That was a few weeks ago. That site is... You're welcome to look, but I don't know that you're...
it was more of the one that just happened and was found yesterday.
Yes, that one you could certainly potentially find something. I would not suggest going tonight, though. I would suggest, just with everything that's going on, I would wait till the morning.
It would be very beneficial if we could go as soon as possible.
I think it would be very difficult for me to find anyone who would be willing to take you at night.
Spooky Woods.
Again, the person that I would probably get you to take would be an elf. And an elf being spotted coming in from the woods at night might raise some questions.
What if they aren't spotted?
Levy, I think what he's saying is we should just hold off till the morning.
You see, the thing is I have a spell, but it only can work for the last 24 hours. And after 24 hours, I won't get anything out of it.
He's like, the problem is they'd have to be willing to agree to that, because that if they are spotted, then they suddenly look
guilty.
Let me give you a little more information on what's happened. The only people who have gone missing are humans. So the blame currently, many people believe it's an elf, or the elves are behind it, and the fact that it's only been humans, and the fact that we're so near the Greenwood, and many people are suspicious of the Greenwood, it raises a lot of questions. And an elf being spotted coming in from the woods at night would put them in a very difficult situation that I would rather avoid.
Agreed.
Levy, I have a question for you. Because you're the ideas guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I come up with good ideas from time to time.
Don't you have magic that can transform people? You've done it to me before. Couldn't you just make them look like a human when they came back?
Unfortunately, polymorph doesn't really work like that. It's more of turning someone into like an animal or a beast.
Okay, but here's my last idea. And if you really need to go at night, and I look at what was his name again? Caliphus?
Just...
And I'm like, well, is this person that is gonna take us someone of your trusting?
Yes, it's someone I trust, but again, if you're wanting to go tonight, that I can't make him do that. That he would have to agree to.
No, I get it. Well, how about this? And I look at the party, I look at my hat, and I could let that person borrow this hat that I'm wearing, because I'm currently wearing the hat.
This guy's hat?
He's like,
make him look all dwarfy.
Let me stop. You have plenty of good ideas.
No. I haven't finished. This hat has magical properties, and I cast disguise self, and I transform myself to kind of look like him.
Okay, so you guys watch as Steel Scar changes his appearance to look similar to Caliphus, and he just kind of smiles and is like, "You are all very persistent. I will give you that."
The only reason,
some confidence that you will get to the bottom of this.
If my friend says he has something that he can use that only works within the time frame, he's not playing around. So if we lose this window, we lose our shot at anything. So my question to you is...
Unless it happens again, which we would ideally like to not happen.
Of course.
So my question to you is, do you want this issue taken care of as soon as possible, as you said, or would you like to delay this any further?
Could we talk to the person that you have in mind and just ask them? I can give them some guarantee that they won't be seen.
And I do drop the spell, and I'm like, and I can let them borrow this hat for them to disguise themselves. Maybe make themselves look like one of us. Me, for all I care.
He's like, again, you all have very good ideas, and I appreciate the desire to get to the bottom of this. I wish to get to the bottom of this. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care for it here in Greywood. I would love to go back to Ather and Lohal, but I am stuck here until this matter is resolved. So believe me, I want this taken care of. I don't want any more dead people turning up.
Fair enough.
But tensions are high, and an elf, a human, you all coming in from the woods at night, strangers from out of town, I'm just concerned that it would cause...
What time of day is it right now, by the way?
It's dark at this point.
Okay.
He's like, I am sure that you can move stealthily. It seems that you have magic to aid you with that. I am just trying to... I've been in this town for about 3 weeks now after the first disappearance, and tensions are running quite high. I do not think it would be wise to leave in the middle of the night. If you want to leave town and head out another direction, that's fine. But heading into the woods or being spotted leaving the woods or something like that I am just concerned that would cause more problems. Believe me, I want to get to the bottom of this, but I'm worried that it might cause more issues if someone's seen.
Well,
Okay.
Here's an idea. We can stay the night, and you can send the owl to go fly around while we sleep.
That would be fine, wouldn't it?
I can send the dog out too.
Look, if you have an owl, it's an animal. I don't know what I brought that. But what I was going to say is, in the morning, we could take you to the site. People being in the woods in the daytime is not a problem. That's fine.
What time of day did the body get found, or was the person there?
It's when the most recent body was found. This morning, it was a few hours after the loggers had started working.
Yeah, then we're probably going to be outside the window if we wait until morning, so...
Well, Levy, you gotta think about it this way.
Yeah.
That body could have been dead for a few days already as well.
Yeah, it depends.
He's like, from the people who examined the body, and the body is no longer theirs. He's received a proper burial and things. It's been examined. It appears that he had been killed recently.
Interesting. Okay.
We'll do everything you want to do.
We can try and see what we can find out tomorrow, then.
Yeah.
He's
Fair
like,
enough.
I will send my companion to the tavern, wherever you may be staying.
Greenwood Edge Tavern. That's what we'll
I will
be
send
at.
him there. I will let him know what you look like, and he will find you, and he will lead you. He will lead you into the woods. He will not lead you to the site. He will lead you to a certain point and then tell you where you need to go to get to the rest of the way.
Okay.
So, let me see if you have anything else.
Man, Scott, we try, and you did not budge.
I mean, I'm still going to go out at night, so...
And I don't have to worry about darkness anymore since the world is all shadows.
The world's always dark for you.
The world is shadows.
He's like, all right, well, I will send him in the morning, as early as he can, so you guys can get an early start, and he will take you to the site. If you need to speak with me, just let me know. I would prefer that we don't speak in the open. Just try and keep it
Sure.
under wraps.
We'll probably be staying at, I don't know, the tavern, I think.
I already said Greenwood Edge Tavern. I already said that.
Yeah.
He's like, and please let me know what you find, and we can see if we can get to the bottom of this.
Sure thing.
It's like, all right. Have a good night. Oh, and I did not catch your names. What were your names?
I'm Levy.
Levy, nice to meet you.
The Oscar.
Seal Scar.
Casimir, hello.
Casimir.
Say Elamir, since we forgot that whole give fake names thing.
This is someone. This is someone who is coming to us looking for help. Like, I think that's fine to give our real names for that.
Okay.
He's like, well, it was very nice to meet you. I hope to hear what it is that you guys come across while you're out there.
Cool. And then, we can head to the lodge.
All right. You guys
Tavern.
can make your way to the what's it called? The Greenwood's Edge Tavern.
Greenwood Edge Tavern.
There you go. All right. So you guys make your way to the tavern. It seems like some of the people who left the chapel made their way to the tavern. Just drinking, enjoying themselves. It's not too big. It's a smaller settlement, so it's not a huge tavern, but there's a hearth. You can see there's just some people scattered around drinking, talking.
Is there still so when we go into this tavern, do we still see the people in here grouped up like how we saw them in the chapel?
It does appear that yes, there aren't a ton of elves. Again, to get the sense that there's not as many elves here.
How does Elamir feel about all this, man?
Yeah.
I heard a racist term,
Yeah.
and I'm not okay with that.
And yes, there's a small group of there's probably a table with about 3 elves sitting together drinking and talking, and the rest seem to be humans and maybe a few halflings sprinkled in there, but it's mainly humans.
All
They
right.
do kind of seem to be separated out.
Okay.
What would you guys?
I would like to. We can grab a
Find
seat.
the booth.
Another
Okay,
booth.
find
Is
a
there a
booth,
booth?
a
Yeah. Can
booth.
we find a booth?
Is there a booth?
You can find a booth, yes.
Yes.
Or semicircle booth, family style?
You guys going to order food, drinks, or talk? What are you guys doing? What are you?
The whole shebang.
Yeah. It's late. We haven't had dinner really. Get some food.
Yeah.
Get some drink.
So you guys flag down one of the tavern people, and they bring you some
Our boy.
food.
What's the
girl.
town specialty, or what's the tavern specialty?
Tavern specialty. It's it depends on what you're looking for. We
For
have
food,
some-
what's popular?
Oh, for food. I'm sorry, food. Mainly just some food from the Greenwood, some fruits and berries. There's
Exotic.
A bit of it's a bit of some meats if that's pork if that's your preference.
We got the best berries, man.
I believe we have.
Are they good berries?
They're the best. They're
There you go.
Greenwood berries.
So you guys just want some stew?
Sure, that works.
It's a nice. All right, bring you some stew. As you guys sip on your drinks and eat your dinner.
And then we also need to. We probably mentioned that we need some rooms for the night, probably 2 rooms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 rooms.
The standard walk in your tavern. I need food.
Yeah,
drink, and room.
that's why
Yep, basically.
that's why I said the whole shebang.
Whole
There you go.
shebang.
Okay. All right.
So I look at the.
Yeah,
Oh,
go
sorry.
ahead. No, you go ahead.
So I know that we've talked about this before, and I'm a little uneasy with this. And two, I know that Levy, you really wanted to get to the woods and do your magic because you have a way of figuring things out. But with these restrictions, I was thinking, do we want to go and find that place ourselves, or should we?
You
really wait
were
till the
reading my
morning?
mind. I was thinking that as well. I mean, I can make at least 2 of us invisible for an hour.
Well, if we really want to be as quiet as possible, I'm like, well, give me a moment. And since we have the rooms, right? So I would go to the room that we're in, and because I was literally looking through my inventory, and I have another armor set, which is a breastplate that does not give me disadvantage on stealth. So I'm gonna switch from my splint to my breastplate.
Okay.
Well, and then once you get out there, you can always swap back armor. So it'll take you some time, but at least you'll be away from the village.
He's carrying.
Isn't it like a minute or something like that, or how long is
No,
it?
it's
Yeah,
10
like
minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10
Oof.
minutes.
10 minutes to doff your armor.
Yeah, that's why it's great.
It's
When
It's
you have
actually
sheet metal
really
on it.
freaking fast when it comes to armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, and then I come back wearing a different armor. Similar rustic style, but not as thick and heavy.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, I mean, this is what I originally had, and it got me through sometimes before I met up with you guys. So I
also-
noticed the other one makes me a little louder, but it does like protect me better. But with this one, I'm not as loud as with the other one.
I don't know if we all need to go, because we're just trying to find, just like look at the area.
Well, if
Send the
you're
dog with you, and if anything goes wrong, I can come sprinting.
trying-
I mean, we
if
have our
anything goes
rings.
wrong-
True.
It's only
Yeah.
like 500 feet, remember?
Yeah.
I mean,
so
how
I'd
big is
send-
the Greenwood,
I
that
need to
area?
give you that item. It's quite large.
Okay.
So I'd send the dog with you, so at least it's a mile.
Keep in mind, you don't know. He didn't tell you where.
I know, so
It
we'd have to
was.
go and search for the whole night, which would be...
It's a
Well,
very
so-
large area.
Just trying to think. So, because if there's an associated smell, that's something the dog would be good for. And you also hear owl.
We don't have.
Well,
but
I mean,
and the Greenwood, you're gonna. I'll speak from expertise. I just don't think it's a good idea. We
Well,
should probably just wait it out.
We can just wait for someone else to die then, I guess. I'm sure it's going to happen. 3 people were kidnapped, 2 were found. Third one's bound to happen again.
Been over the course of like several weeks, though.
we
We're
might get
camping out
lucky,
for a
who
while.
knows?
So, if
I just don't want to
we were
contribute
kidnapped
to
and only one was found,
elves being mistreated.
I agree completely, because that's some total bullshit.
Yeah, that language was not cool, and Elamir, I know it must have offended you, and not all humans are bad. I promise you that.
No, I get that.
Says the non-human to the non-human.
Hey, just
they're being assholes, but it's the whole worried about getting killed and kidnapped thing. So,
no,
understandably stressed.
to Steel Scar, because technically, like speaking, I mean, y'all know what I am, but Steel Scar still believes he's human.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're
100%.
Azmar, so you are half human, so that is
Yeah.
half
Exactly.
your heritage.
You're hard human. But I don't think Steelscar thinks he's human anymore. I think, hasn't Casimir just straight up said, "Hey, dude, you
You're
glow."
Yeah, you glow.
No, yeah, but I mean, you gotta keep in mind the way Steel Scar was raised, so he
That's
has
true.
that human thought process.
Yeah.
He sees
And we already have some
himself.
information that made it clear
He
that he had
identifies
human
Yeah.
heritage. Yeah,
Okay.
so
So it
he's
sounds like you guys want to wait till the morning.
Yeah.
Don't want to, but I think it's the
don't
best.
want to, but yeah,
Okay.
better.
I will
not
send
tie
the owl
yourself.
out to watch at night and do some
Where?
like houses, just some flybys over the logging area.
And I'll send
Okay.
my dog to go explore and keep a lookout.
Okay. All right. Like into the woods, or he's just chilling around the outside of the tavern thing.
Into the woods.
Oh,
Not far, just
Hey, the
Like
owl
the-
could pick it up in his claws and like just drop it
Like
off.
to play into the woods or whatever.
how big is the owl?
It's a giant owl.
Oh.
Oh, a giant owl? Then yeah, the giant owl could take the dog along, and if the owl smells something neat, it can be like, let's go that way.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I feel like
totally.
the whole side adventure of the owl. What? Oliver and Martin.
Yeah.
Oliver and
Oliver and
Martin.
Martin.
So yes,
Dude.
yes, we'll totally send the dog with the owl. That's a great
Expedition.
idea.
What do Oliver and Martin?
this has to be a one shot one day.
It's like a buddy cop movie.
Send Flumpy too, and Flumpy just chills on top of the owl. Man, they
Yeah.
got a whole party.
We need a little saddle on the dog or on the owl for Flumpy.
It's true.
All we need is one more animal. We have a full party.
Yeah, we need a full party.
Oh, gosh.
Fluffy's holding reins with like his little tentacles.
That's what I was saying at the beginning. You guys just need like one more animal. That's basically you guys.
Damn, we needed one of those demon scrolls apparently.
Yeah.
Gosh, we had this whole conversation. That's awesome. Okay, so you guys, you keep drinking and eating. You eventually notice a commotion. 2 watches. Clearly, this inebriated human, backed up by his buds, approach the elves, and he's like, "Hey, Knife ears. What's your guys' problem?
As soon as I hear that term, I turn that way. Like,
I stand up, point at the guy at the center of the group, and use command and tell him to just sit.
Okay, good. What does he need to do?
The peasant needs to, I think it's a will save? Wisdom save. Wisdom saving throw.
Peasant needs to. Wisdom saving throw?
I tell him to just sit.
People aren't. They're not in control of their faculties if they're drunk, so he's gonna have a disadvantage. What's the save DC?
Save DC is a 15.
Okay. He looks at you and immediately just
it's on the floor.
Would you say you want to sit?
Sit.
He just shits.
Sit. It's S-I-T.
I give you the shit command. He's like, oops.
Got him.
God. No.
What if he just misheard the command? Like,
oh, well, he is drunk. I think that would get him to stop harassing the elf.
And then he sits.
oh god, it's gross. Squishy.
He rolled a 1.
Oh god.
Okay. Cool.
As his buddies kind of like look over at you, they're like, actually, roll an intimidation check.
Okay. Can I utilize thaumaturgy to give that a boost?
No.
No? Okay.
Just
intimidate.
see how
18 plus 4 is 22.
I'd say their friend just shit himself and sat. They kind of back off. And the one guy's like, the drunk is like, oh, no.
Not again.
I look at them. I think you should take your friend home. I think he's had a bit too much to drink.
They just kind of like
good. That was
nod
good.
at you as they pick him up and carry him out of the tavern.
Leaving a trail behind.
I will go over and use prestidigitation to clean up the mess.
Oh gosh!
Oh,
Does it, like,
no.
make it go away, or is it just like move it around?
It evaporates it, yeah.
It evaporates.
Oh,
It disappears.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to just turn it into like liquid and have it leak around. Ew.
Oh gosh!
Ew.
Landed on the ground. I mean, I guess he did sit on it, so maybe a little cleanup. It smells by certainly. A little bit cleanup. All right, you clean up the.
No slurp there. No.
What was it?
Ew.
Oh,
Evil
gosh.
GM. Oh gosh.
Oh, okay. With the elves, kind of look at you and nod and kind of like raise their drink to you as they just keep to themselves.
Give him a little somber nod and raise my mug and go back to hanging out with the boys.
Right.
Man, the tensions are really
Muttering
high
about
here.
drunk morons.
That was pretty well handled, Casimir. Good job.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
Saved
I'm
them.
low on patience with fools.
Well, you certainly saved them from a beating. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I figured I needed to make sure they didn't rile you up.
Oh, I wasn't talking about me. And I look at Elamir, and I'm like, I was talking about him.
Oh yeah, that'd be even worse.
I don't know if I would have done anything about it.
Oh, never mind.
Pissed me off, but I don't know. I'm
Okay,
still trying to figure out. I don't know what I'm saying. Ignore that.
Find him alone in the dark.
How you feel about everything?
You could always pull like a Batman on him and just be like, hang out, come down from above. What did you say?
Did you have like a spider walk or something like that? I feel like at
Me?
some point, yeah. Oh, maybe that's a different ranger. I think that's the Underdark ranger gets spider walk. Oh well.
Hey, we can make
Okay.
you fly.
You guys, after that, do you have anything else you want to do before you head to bed?
No.
That was
No.
enough.
Just make, let's keep the tavern peaceful.
Yep.
It did quiet down as that happened, and things seem to be going back to normal. All right, you guys eventually make your way up to your rooms and rest for the night. I think
Long
that's
rest.
probably- The long rest. It's probably a good spot to wrap up this session.
Brilliant.
Guys, remember to press your long rest because it does restore some of your hit dice.
Mm-hmm.
4, right?
It restores up to 4 of them.
Yep.
So that if you're short on them, he just said long rest. So make sure you get all
It's
of
a
them
long
back.
rest. I'm not like trying to. You need to trick me. It's a long rest
I know.
Yeah.
until the guy who shit himself comes back.
That's what compelled duel is for. It's like, okay. I'll drop my axe, drop my shield. We'll do a compelled duel, and I'll take advantage of having, good unarmed strike as well as 2-weapon fighting. So 1-2 punch.
I mean, we could always just turn him into a rat for a couple hours.
Yeah, I have 2-weapon fighting apparently. So when I take the attack action, if I have a light melee weapon that I'm holding in one hand, I can use a bonus attack.
We should talk about that. 'Cause literally never
Wait,
two weapons.
do you
Everyone
have
has it,
do
isn't
you
it?
have another weapon?
Well, he's saying he took the 2-weapon fighting.
No,
style.
somehow I forget why I have it, but for some reason I have the 2-weapon fighting as one of my available bonus actions.
Mhm.
Well, everyone can attack with 2 weapons, but there's a specific fighting style called 2 weapons. So yeah, never mind. You just have the thing that everyone has.
Yeah.
It's just letting you know that if you ever want to attack offhand, you can. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can use the bonus for a other light weapon attack.
Gotcha.
So I
That
can just punch.
I believe that one doesn't take into account your stat bonuses, right?
Correct.
It's with the feet, or the feet gives you something, and then the fighting style gives you something. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But bottom line, fisticuffs with a peasant, not too worried.
He said peasant.
Yeah, he did call him peasant.
I
The
love it.
peasant must.
I mean, you gotta keep in mind he is a paladin of a higher standing too.
True. He looks to use people as peasants.
He does. So
Well,
good to
especially
know.
when they're an obnoxious drunkard being a racist little shit. But
Good job.
All right. I think that's a good spot to wrap up the session. So.
brilliant.
Yeah, we did.
We'll wrap it up.
We went off the rails. A few times.
I love these games. These are always one of the highlights of my month.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much, everyone who listened. Our next session is kind of up in the air. We will figure out when that is. We have some people moving, so
Yeah,
We'll
pretty
let you know.
soon my background is changing.
we have 2 backgrounds changing.
Yep, mine will
Yeah.
as well.
Hope your guys' moves go very well, nice and easy.
Hopefully, we're debating what we're going to keep and what we're going to throw.
That's
Yeah.
always a fun struggle.
Throw it all.
Your cat
Throw it
is-
off.
Your cat's peeking around the corner, Casimir.
Where the? Okay, there he is. Something keeps bumping in my legs, and I hear a noise over here, and then I hear a noise behind my desk, and then I hear a meow out there. He's messing with me. I think he wants me to follow him for something.
He's gonna lead you to a treasure.
He's
You
gonna
want
give
food?
You need to follow that
Past
cat.
hour.
he's gonna give you a
follow me.
quest.
I
You got
guarantee he's just going to be in the kitchen like, snack. I'm like, dude.
Because she
no.
has wares. If you have coin.
So I moved in 4 months ago. He wouldn't give me the time of day. He hated me. He avoided me. Wouldn't come anywhere near this door. Now he won't leave me alone, and he follows me around all the time. He meows if he can't find where I am, so I have to call out to him.
Who's your familiar now?
Yeah,
He's your familiar.
or I'm his, more accurately. I think that's how he views it.
Yeah.
He
God.
summons you. He's like, human, where art
Fine
thou?
steed, human. I didn't know that was one of the options.
Awesome.
And Dame, thanks for hanging out with us for the stream.
Thanks,
Yes,
everybody.
thank you very much.
I'll have to talk to
AWADND.com.
Karthus about getting you that VIP tag. I forgot the login information, so I'll work with him on that.
That's why I got the text. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot that it does that. So yeah, we'll get you that, and you'll have it for our next session.
All right. Cool.
Cool.
So long, guys. Have a great night. Talk to you
Peace,
later.
night, all.
everybody.
Thank you so much for listening to the Adventure with Advantage podcast. You can catch us live Saturday nights at twitch.tv/AWA_DND and follow us on Twitter at AWA_DND.